Hey folks, and welcome back to another one. In today's video, I'm bringing you all another gun review. Today's gun review is going to be on the TriStar Raptor. In this video, I'm going to be covering the specs on this particular firearm, and I'm going to be giving you all my overall opinion on these firearms. So let's get straight into today's video. TriStar is a great firearms manufacturer based out of Turkey that really aims to focus their attention towards creating firearms that are very affordable while also still being very high quality, which really targets those new hunters and sport shooters and creates an environment for them where they can actually get into hunting and sport shooting at a very affordable price while still getting a very good firearm. The TriStar Raptor is no exception. This is a great firearm that averages out about 500 USD depending on the model and around $600 to $700 Canadian, again depending on the model that you are picking. There are 4 different models of the Raptor, one of them being the Woodstock, which is the one that I picked. You can get a full black synthetic. You can get an ATAC pistol grip, which is a tactical shotgun. And you can also get a Next microprint camo, which is going to be a full camouflage firearm intended for waterfowl hunting. Like I said, I chose the Woodstock model because I'm a really big fan of Woodstocks because of their elegance. I like the traditional look of them. But if you wanted something a little bit more affordable, the black synthetic is definitely your best option. It's a lot more affordable. And in American, I believe it is about 480 USD. When it comes to selecting your gauge, you are fairly restricted in picking your gauges. The guns only come in 12 and 20 gauge with the exception of the ATAC, which is only going to be 12 gauge. So now that we've talked about the value of the gun, we are going to get straight into talking about all the specs of this firearm and what you're getting in this gun. So starting at the front of the gun, we have a standard red fiber optic bead that allows for great accuracy, especially when you're shooting skeet or trap. The firearm comes with 3 Beretta Benelli mobile chokes, full, modified, and improved cylinder, a choke wrench, and a choke tube carrying box. This is a system that is commonly used in most Turkish manufactured shotguns, which is really beneficial because they are always readily accessible if you're looking for some aftermarket chokes. The shotgun has a chrome-lined barrel for a great strength and durability and has a vented rib with a matted sight plane to allow great, clear sight picture. And the gun has a standard blued barrel to prevent corrosion. The magazine tube holds 5 shells and has a plug included. The plug is a quick shot plug and is extremely easy to remove if you wanted to do some target shooting. The shotgun is a gas-operated semi-automatic that has a great piston that emits a lot of gas, reducing recoil and cycling all your loads from slugs to target loads. All models of the TriStar Raptor, with the exception of the Woodstock model, will have sling swivel studs mounted in the stock and on the cap for access to using a sling. As we get back to the receiver here, we can see a beautiful nickel-plated receiver, but if you were to go with the black synthetic or the ATAC, they will have a blackened or blued receiver, and the camouflage one will have a camouflage receiver. The gun has a 3-inch chamber, which allows you to go with some larger loads if you want to go after some waterfowl or bigger game. The firearm is designed as a bottom-loading shotgun, though you can always just drop one into the chamber. The chamber, like the barrel, is chrome-lined. When firing your last round in this shotgun, the bolt will remain open. If both the magazine and the chamber are loaded, opening the action will result in ejecting the shell from the chamber, but will not cycle the new shell into the chamber. Your magazine cutoff is located here at the front of the trigger guard on the opposite side. And when engaged, the safety is designed to block the trigger, hammer lever, and hammer, which makes the firing mechanism immobile. The stock is an injection molded stock and forearm that has 0 plane for a better feel. The rear stock has a rubber ventilated recoil pad for reduced recoil. Now that we're done talking about the specs of the TriStar Raptor, I'm going to give you all my overall opinion on the firearm. Now personally, I do believe that this firearm, they really hit it home in terms of the actual action and everything. You're getting a very reliable cycling shotgun for the price. I would definitely say that out of any shot that I've fired, whether it was a slug all the way up to a target load, that I have not had a single jam, no issues whatsoever in cycling rounds. So that is always a big plus. Now, while the internals are very good, I find the exterior on this particular model is not the best. As much as I love the look of the wood stock, I'm not a big fan of the gloss finish. I could scratch my fingernail on the stock and it will actually mark it. So personally, not a huge fan of that. I do think that they could have done a little bit better job with the stock, but if you were looking for one that you just want to take out as a beater gun, going with the black synthetic will have no issues whatsoever in terms of the exterior. This one is just because it's the Woodstock model. I would also assume that the camo model probably would have some issues with peeling paint and whatnot if you get some moisture under that paint, and it's probably not on very durably. Another thing that I wasn't a very big fan of is that when I was going hunting and shooting birds, shooting clays, I found this firearm to be very inaccurate. Even with a modified choke or a full choke, improved modified choke, those tight chokes, I was shooting birds at probably no more than 10 yards, and the patterns were very big. It could be, you know, this particular gun with the barrel or the choke tube or whatnot, but I've had not really the best patterns with it. I did use an improved cylinder for upland game hunting, woodcock and grouse, and actually it turned out pretty successfully. I found that the improved cylinder choke, oddly enough, had a better pattern than the modified, improved modified in terms of density and tightness. So again, could just be the choke tube, not 100% sure on that, but I definitely didn't find it to be all as accurate as I hoped it to be. Alrighty folks, that's all for today's gun review on the TriStar Raptor. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to leave a like down below. And if you found this video helpful, please consider hitting that subscribe button because it would really support my channel. So thanks for watching. Take care.